So we have in the Hot 5. Hot 5 is essentially a mishmash of the little bits and pieces we find across the web over the past week. They could be DIYs, they could be apps, websites, anything really cool that we find and we want to share and we want to talk about. First one being a Nat find for sure.
Oh my gosh. So Reporters Without Borders had a really cool digital campaign that they recently put out. Basically, their PR group, or the publicity behind them, how do you actually say this? Publicist Brussels created this campaign that incorporates print ads, QR codes, and your iPhone that plays video. So it's really cool. We have a video to show you because it just explains it all in one concise, awesome video.
Dictators and predators of free press have one thing in common. Only their opinion matters, and they must have full control over the entire media. To convince people that press freedom really is indispensable, we created a print ad that literally speaks to the people. This is how it works. In newspapers, we published full-page photos of 3 infamous predators of press freedom. People were asked to scan the QR code on the photo and place their iPhone on the mouth of the person. As soon as they placed their phone on the photo, a mouth started to speak. But it was not the mouth of the person in the picture, but a journalist speaking about what's really happening nowadays in Libya, Iran, or Russia.
The crackdown on opposition circles in Iran following the presidential election of 2009 continues unabated. Over the last 20 months, countless journalists have experienced periods of arbitrary detention or surveillance by the regime of President Ahmadinejad until they decided to leave Iran. To date, over 200 journalists and bloggers have been arrested. 40 are still in jail. They're accused of spying or acting against state security. Nearly 24
After the film, people were redirected to a website where they could find more information about Reporters Without Borders. On the website, they found an explanation of the campaign, a list of predators of press freedom, the Press Freedom Barometer, the Reporters Without Borders iPhone app, and they were asked to make a donation so Reporters Without Borders can continue to defend journalists.
That's intense.
That was definitely intense. I thought it was really cool and definitely was worth sharing. But next up we have chat with random people at Apple Store. So this is actually kind of awesome because when people are at Apple stores, they're always playing around with different applications, the computer and stuff like that.
I don't know who made this or where it came from, but the idea is that you can go to this website and you can chat randomly with anybody using computers at any of the Apple stores all around the world. So the only thing about it, to notify you of the people that are actually online, you'll see a series of I think it probably represents all the computers that are online in the space. If you see one of the boxes or the icons that's surrounded by a green square, that means that that person is good to go.
Good to go.
Get in touch with them, you can chat with them. Clearly because they're in a store, it's not like chat roulette. So they'll be able to keep their pants on. Question is...
No random wangs is what you're saying?
I know, there's no lucky triumvirate of the 3 wings in one spot, right? Remember? Anyway.
Yeah, the lucky clover.
So... Oh, well. I know that does happen on chat roulette.
Yeah.
If you see the lucky clover on chat roulette, it is a lucky thing. You're supposed to make a wish. You are.
Actually, I guess that would be 4 wings technically, because it's the 4-leaf clover that's lucky.
You know, it's any more than 2 wings in one spot. It's a lucky thing. The point of it being is you will, when you're talking to people in the Apple Store, they'll have their pants on. My question is, whenever you're in the App Store and you're talking to the random people around the world, will they have their pants on?
That is a good question. I don't know.
I know I didn't when I went on it.
Is it because you were wearing a dress?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Ooh. Very nice. Well, and perhaps we'll never know, but maybe these people can create a whole video about this concept.
A whole 5-second video.
5-second film. So these people behind 5secondfilms.com essentially create 5-second videos on whatever you can think of. And in this case, this phenomenon called planking.
Planking. It's really big on the internet. What you do, make your body stiff as a board, see? Oh, no!
That really sums up planking to me.
Oh my gosh, they actually have quite a few really cool videos. Like I have seen their stuff before, so check them out. Definitely worth the hot 5, which is why they're on here. And yeah, no, that's hilarious. What would you love to see them do in 5 seconds?
Planking was definitely up there. 5 seconds, Nat Marie.
No!
I would watch that. 5 second. How about a 5 second My Drunk Kitchen?
Shoot, that'd be good.
A 5 second. I would like to see a 5 second My Drunk Kitchen.
That'd
and
be
I'm
very
pretty
funny.
sure a lot of other people would like to see the same thing too, right?
Definitely. Next up on our hot 5. This is kind of, I guess, a trend that I've seen pop up in the last week or so. So, visual memories of your social networks. Again, it's an interesting concept. So, yeah, exactly. I like that you're echoing everything.
I know, I'm working
So,
on it
Intel is one of the companies, the big companies behind it. They've created something called Museum of Me. I'm sure you've seen a lot of your friends kind of just this thing pop up on their Facebook. Essentially, they take your social interactions, analyze all that good information, and turn it into a video art gallery tour that's all about you and your social interactions. So again, it really personalizes that experience. I thought the walkthrough was cool. The concept of it though, I'm just like, I'm indifferent about it. It's cool, but what am I gonna do with it personally? That's how I feel about it. But other than that, there's another company that has something called Social Memories. And what they do is the same thing. They take all your social interaction information on Facebook, everything from the friends that you interact with the most to, well, they have the words that you use the most to your favorite albums or the ones that have been the most trafficked and all that kind of stuff. And they turn it into a 28-page book that you can keep for yourself, or I guess get one for your friend. Whatever the case may be, there seems to be an interest in creating a content around your social interactions. So
well, it's cool to finally have like a hard copy of it. I mean, there was a time when people would actually take pictures with the camera and then get the film developed, and the pictures they would hang on their wall or they share with friends and put in albums. That doesn't really happen anymore because you take all those memories and you store it online, and then if you accidentally forget your password, which is what I've done a couple of times, alcohol not involved, and then it's like, what do? You're kind of like left down the wing and you have to try and figure it out, and it's a pain in the ass to just start from scratch. So
totally.
I've lost so much stuff. In fact, there was somebody asked me for pictures today I didn't have.
Oh.
I just didn't have them.
Shame.
But if we travel all the way to New York City, we can try something cool with clothes. The Ella.
This is cool. Ella. Ella. It's a great name.
Yeah, Ella is a New York City startup where you can take a sneak peek in other members' closets, and it's an invite-only service.
Ooh.
Yeah, which makes it kind of rad. It's like very special.
It's a pretty site too.
It's a great looking site, and if you're into clothes and you're into fashion, probably something you might want to ask for a membership too. What happens is when you join up Ella, you have the option to share, sell, swap, borrow clothes in other fashionistas' closets.
Sweet.
All of the money that's raised is like there's a 10% fee that happens on every interaction on the site. Excuse me. I burped. So
that's fine. You're drinking ghetto sangria. It happens.
Ghetto sangria, half Coca-Cola, half red wine. I let the interns know what it is, just in case I do this, and then they have to run and change the glass. But anyway, Ella, whenever you go onto the site, it's really cool. You can swap and share clothes. What else did I want to say about it? 10% goes to charity.
Yay!
It took a long time to get that out. Where's your glass?
Oh, it's right here.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
Chin chin to the hot 5.
Hot 5 and great guests and awesome viewers and a beautiful set.
Yeah.